My name is Rick, and over there somewhere is my 10-year-old son, Rocco, getting ready to play a pool play game against the North County Stars here at the NCS. What is it? The Labor Day Bash, I believe. And this is our second game of pool play. Lost the last game by 1 run. So trying to salvage a win here to salvage a good bracket seed. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Here we go. Okay, here we are. We're getting started. I'm not on a ladder this game. Brody leading off. First pitch is outside for ball 1. 3-0 pitch. Down and away again. 4-pitch walk for Brody to start off the game. Way to go. First pitch to Liam. Right there. Strike 1. And Brody takes second base standing up. Good job, Brody. Here's the 1-1. Showing bunt again. And he does lay it down. Pitcher picks it up, throws to first, and they're going to have him there. And did we score? I'm confused. No, he's at third base. Here we go. Adrian steps in now, runner on third with 1 out. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. 3-2. Right there, hit well to the right side. Or the left side, I guess, my right. And that's going to be down and score a run. Nice base hit there, Adrian, attaboy. Way to go. Declan stepping in now with Adrian on first. First pitch to Declan, outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Down low, Adrian goes, and he's safe there at second base. Good job, Adrian. 2-0 pitch to Declan, down and in. That gets by the catcher, Adrian going third. And he's safe there. Ball at third base. Here we go. Here's the 3-0. Off the plate. Ball 4. Declan works a 4-pitch walk. We got runners at the corners. Let's go. Okay, we've got Danny in now. Beautiful night here. It was hot earlier, but this evening is turning into a gorgeous baseball experience here. And we've got a balk. And that's going to score the run from third as Declan took off early. All right, here we go. Here's the first pitch to Danny. Declan goes, swing and a miss, and Declan's going to have third base. Attaboy. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit well, back up the middle. That's going to score Declan, and Danny has a nice, well-struck base hit. Good job, Danny. Attaboy. Okay, my 10-year-old son, Rocco, stepping in now. Center fielder jumping right in my way there. Okay, here we go. First pitch to Rocco is pulled down and away. Danny goes and takes second base. Good job, Danny. Here's the 1-0 to Rocco. Down and away, ball 2. Danny going. And he's going to be there at third base. Good job. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Up and over his head for ball 4. So we're going to have runners at the corners. Okay, Cody's stepping in now. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, and Rocco takes second base. Oh, no, I think he called a strike. I'm not sure. Either way, Rocco's at second. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. No, strike 2? Strike 3. No, I'm right. Okay. And that is hit well to the left side, but foul. The 0-1 to Forrest. Outside, ball. And runner's going. And he's going to be out there at the plate on the aggressive decision on that one. So that's going to be 3 outs. Let's go get some outs of our own, LMB. Here we go. All right, Declan into pitch for LMB. Not really sure who's behind the plate catching right now. First pitch. Swung on and fouled right into the catcher. He shakes his hand. Hopefully it didn't get him in that hand. Strike 1. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed in the dirt. And they pick it up, throw to first base, and complete the out. That's 1 down. Good job. New batter, first pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle, and it gets underneath Liam's glove in center field. I think he was trying to come up and see if he had to play it first. Good try. Nice little base hit there from that young man. Double zeros. Here's the pitch. Right there, strike 1. Runner holds at first base. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes, and he's safe there. Close play. 3-1. Swung on, hit in the air. And that's going to be over the right fielder's head. He's going to pick it up there, throw it in. And that's going to score 1 run there. Nice double there from number 25, Swanson. Good hit, young man. Runner on second, new batter, first pitch. Up and in, ball 1. 1-0. Down and in. That's gets by the catcher. Runner going third, and he's going to be safe there at third base. 3-0 pitch. Up and away, ball 4. So that's a 4-pitch walk. We're going to have runners at the corners. Catcher calls time. Okay, runners at the corners now. Rocco moved into third base. First pitch. Swung on and hit foul. Here's the 0-1. And they throw to third. They've got him. And they get him out at third base. Good job. Wow, I never know what to say. It's like trying to watch and see. Good pickle. They got him picked off there on the back pick. Throw to home, throw back to third, tag him out. Here we go. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Declan gets out of it. Good job, Declan. All right, let's go hit, boys. There we go. Finally focused. First pitch to Forrest. Down and away, ball 1. 2-0 to Forrest. Swung on, hit in the air. Pitcher calls for it and makes the catch. That's 1 out. And he gives the 6-7 sign. Here we go. First pitch to MJ. Curveball that misses high, ball 1. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. MJ runs. Catcher throws. And they're going to get him there at first base by a step. That's 2 outs. Good try, MJ. First pitch to Nate. Swung on, hit, and foul. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit, chopped up the middle. And it's going to get through. Nate's going to have himself a base hit right up the middle there. Good job, Nate. Way to go. Nate at first base, 2 outs. Isaiah stepping in now. First pitch to Isaiah. Off the plate, ball 1. Nate goes 2, and he's there safely. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. Right in front of Nate. He goes on the throw, but the throw is going to be in time, and that's going to be 3 outs. So the Mission North Stars put up a 0. Here we go. All right, bottom second, LMB up 3-1. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Declan fighting back now, 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. Fielded at second base. Thrown over to first for out number 1. Who was that at second base? That was Adrian. Good job, Adrian. Attaboy, 1 down. New batter, first pitch. Right there, strike 1. Good pitch, Declan. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit on the ground to the right side. Fielded at first. Declan covering, and they're going to get him there at first base. Attaboy. Good defense. Way to cover, Declan. That's 2 down. New batter, first pitch. Swung on, hit hard on the ground to the right side. Not that hard. Sits on it and throws the first for out number 3. Adrian with 2 putouts there. And Cody, I think, at first base with 1 to Declan. Here we go. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go hit, boys. First pitch to Ivan. Outside corner called. Strike 1. Here's the 1-2. Curveball gets him swinging. That is 1 out. Good job. 44 there with the Mission North Stars. 1 out. All right. Brody stepping in. First pitch to him is down in the dirt, ball 1. And the 3-0 pitch. Down and away, ball 4. Brody works a 4-pitch walk. And we've got a base runner. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Down and away, Brody goes. And he's fast. He's in there safely with the head first slide. Good job, Brody. And Brody, so the inside move, Brody takes off. Sorry for the delay. And he dives around with a hook slide around the tag. Good job. 2-1. Outside ball 3. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was ball 4. All right. So Liam works a walk. We got runners at the corners. All right. New pitcher in. Runner still at the corners. Adrian steps in to hit for LMB. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit well to right field. And foul. Here's the 0-1. Up and away ball. And they back pick to third. And Brody's back safely. Good job. Liam did take second base there. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air, but foul into the net. Another 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Adrian goes down hacking. Good at bat, but just couldn't find a fair ball. Good try. Okay, Declan steps in, runners at second and third still. First pitch to Declan is a big looping curveball that drops in there. And they step off as Brody was baiting them, and he's going to get back safely, even though I've got the hiccups. Here we go. Oh my goodness, he's playing games again. And they're going to get him on the butt there. Too much running around, too much playing around. And they're going to get the third out there with runners on second and third and Declan up to bat. Let's go get some outs of our own. Here we go. Okay, after that crazy base running, LMB still up 3-1. Declan, first pitch is low and away, ball 1. 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air. And underneath it is first base, Ivan, and he makes the catch. Good job, Ivan. New batter, first pitch from Declan is up for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Right there, strike 1, good pitch. 1-1, up and away, ball 2. 2-1 pitch, down and in, ball 3. That should be ball 3. Well, they're calling it ball 4. I could go back and review my video footage, but I'm almost positive the count was wrong there. But here we go, runner on first, new batter. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 1-1. Inside ball, and runner goes second, and he's safe. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's 2 outs. Good job, Declan. New batter, first pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, chopped. And fielded by Danny. Thrown to first, and it's going to be too late. And that's going to advance the runner to third. We got runners at the corners. Here we go. All right, runners at the corner, 2 outs. New batter from Declan, first pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. And caught by Ivan at first base. And they're going to get out of it. Put up another 0. Go into the 4th, up 3-1. Here we go. All right, top 4, Declan steps in to lead it off for LMB. First pitch to him is way up and away, just a bit outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, hit on the ground, chopped over to second base, who gloves it, throws it to first, and puts Declan out. That's 1 out. First pitch to Danny, swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-2, outside, no, called, strike 3. Danny goes down in 3 pitches, 2 outs. All right, Rocco, my 10-year-old son, steps in with 2 outs and nobody on here. First pitch to him is a curveball that's low for ball 1. Rocco's second 3-0 count of the night, and that's down and away, and he works another 4-pitch walk. Here we go. Cody stepping in, Rocco on first base. First pitch, up and in, ball 1. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So LMB fails to score again, going into the bottom of the 4th with a 2-run lead. Here we go. All right, Liam into pitch. These games go 6 innings or an hour 30 minutes for no new inning, hour and 40 minutes for drop dead. First pitch is right there, strike 1. So we're about 11 or 12 minutes from no new inning. So if he works too fast, we'll definitely play another one. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. That's out number 1. Good job. New batter, first pitch from Liam. Right there, strike 1. Way to work, kid. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, jammed him, sawed him off. Little roller to Adrian at second base, who throws to first. And that is 2 outs. Good job. But we do have about 10 minutes still, so we're looking at another inning here. Liam comes set, new batter, first pitch. Starts him off with the ball low. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, hit on the ground. Adrian backhands, throws to first base, and gets out number 3. Good job, Adrian, playing solid defense there at second base. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go hit. Okay, new inning. Forrest stepping in. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. The 3-0 pitch to Forrest is up and in. Ball 4, he works a 4-pitch walk and leads off the inning with 1. Here we go. Forrest on first base, MJ stepping in. First pitch to him is up and in. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0, down and away. Catcher digs it, throws 2, but Forrest is going to be on second base. Good job, Forrest. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, hit right back to the pitcher on a line on the jam shot. He catches it. Forrest is able to get back, 1 out. Nate steps in. Forrest still at second base. Here's the pitch, down and away, gets by the catcher. Forrest going 3, and he's going to be there safely. Good job. 3-1. Swung on, hit well, and it's going to be into right field. They throw 1, and they're going to have him there at first base. Nice play. Forrest scores. So nice RBI, Nate. Good productive out. 2 down. Isaiah steps in now with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to him is up for ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit well to the right center field gap. Right fielder grabs it, and Isaiah has himself a base hit. Good hit, Isaiah. Way to go. All right, Ivan steps in, runner on first now with 2 outs. First pitch to Ivan is up for ball 1. Isaiah's going, and he's going to be safe there at second base, standing up. Here's the 1-0 to Ivan. Swung on, hit well through the gap there, and that's going to get into the outfield. Right fielder slides, picks it up. Isaiah's going 4, and Ivan is going to be in there with a double. Good job, Ivan. Nice hit, kid. Way to go. A lot of action in this shot. Brody stepping in. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0, down low, ball. Ivan going 3rd, and he's going to be in there standing up. Good job, Ivan. 3-1, up and in, over his head, ball 4. Ivan's going, and he's going to be safe there at the plate. Good job, Ivan. Here we go. I missed the first pitch of the inning. I have no idea what we're doing coaching-wise. We gave up and out on purpose, and then hustled back out with about 5 minutes left and dropped dead to play defense. It makes no sense at all. We could have just kept hitting and ended the game if we went on long enough. Here's the 1-1. And that's hit well. And that's going to be down in the gap here in right center field. Declan picks it up, throws it. And that young man has himself a triple. Nice hit, young man. Way to go. Way to put a swing on it.
I feel like I need to explain something here. The first determining factor in all tournaments after pool play to determine your seed is your win-loss record. The second determining factor in many tournaments, including this one, is your runs allowed. So the best thing that could have happened here is basically where we already were, only allowing 1 run. The worst thing that could have happened is we allow more runs and then end up with a most likely a worse seed. Now, if we were able to get 3 outs in time, it's possible we could have raised our seed in the event that we were tied with somebody else in win-loss and runs allowed, but it's pretty unlikely, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
All right, new batter, first pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. Liam gloves it, throws 1, and that's going to give up the run there on third base. All right, 1 out. Here we go.
So if we had gotten 2 more outs here, we actually would have hurt our seeding for bracket play, but we end up running out of time.
So we just hit the drop dead time, so that actually is going to be the end of the game. LMB is going to go 1-1 in pool play, and we'll have to see what that does for us for bracket play tomorrow. Good job, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. Please don't forget to leave us a comment. Say hi. We love seeing them. We love answering them. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.